A socialist approached Andrew Carnegie one time. Andrew Carnegie is one of America's first billionaire industrialists. Carnegie was the businessman and entrepreneur that one of them that was studied in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich book. Carnegie was the man behind the book. He was the man who hired Napoleon Hill to go on that journey, on that mission of studying dozens and dozens and dozens of successful people in society. He actually paid him for this 2-year journey, whatever it was, a year, 2 years, 5 years, to study success traits, rituals, and in the end, the result was the book, one of my top 3 business books. If you don't have it, you need it. You need to read it every year. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. It should have been titled Think and Behave and Grow Rich. Missing that huge behavior element. Not that Napoleon Hill didn't know that, just that the title needs to be Think and Behave. So, a socialist, Carnegie, one of the richest men in America, he was approached by a socialist who wanted to talk to him about collectivism and redistribution of wealth. He wanted to talk to him about socialism. He wanted to talk to Carnegie about redistribution of wealth. That somebody like Carnegie of his stature shouldn't make the kind of money that he was making. This was greedy, that this type of wealth should be redistributed. This type of wealth should be shared. Didn't matter whether the person worked for it or not, but that Carnegie's wealth should be stolen by the government and redistributed amongst the general population. So Carnegie, being the badass that he was, he looked at this socialist and he said to his secretary, he asked for 2 numbers. He asked 1 for the world's population, and number 2, he asked for his personal net worth on that day. So his assistant gave Carnegie those 2 numbers. He gave him the world's population at the time, and he gave Carnegie his net worth that day. And then he went into his office, he returned, and he said to his secretary, he said, "Give this fool his 17 cents and show him to the door." Give this fool his 17 cents and show him to the door. Andrew Carnegie is a badass. That's a story that really nails redistribution, really nails socialism, sharing of everybody's work, and, you know, punishing a producer like Carnegie, punishing him for his success would equal 17 cents for everybody, every person living in the United States, as an example. So, or the world, whatever it was. So Carnegie certainly sent a clear message about his thoughts about collectivism, about socialism, about redistribution of person's wealth. So interesting stuff. If you like stories like this, and you like my daily video teachings, I do these on a broken iPhone 7. I don't have anybody helping me with these. I shoot these videos on my morning walk down to the lake and back, 15,000 steps, me and Clifford. And rain, shine, snow, heat, doesn't make any difference. Feeling good, feeling bad, healthy, sick, whatever. I'm out here. This has got to be close to 200 straight videos. I have not missed a day. Badass Millionaires don't miss. We don't take days off, not from the important. I don't take days off from walking. I don't take days off from writing. And I don't take days off from reading. I accomplish those 3 things by 10 o'clock every morning. So I literally have the rest of the day. I'm free. I'm free because I don't take days off. That's a next level thought. I'm free every day, 7 days a week. I have time to spend with my wife, Krista, with my daughter, Emery, to golf, to play tennis, to take a nap, to go for a walk. I'm free because I take no days off. I don't have any of this start and stop of the common man. The common man lives for the weekend, right? The common man lives for the weekend. It's 5 days stop, 2 days burn it to the ground, eat, drink too much, you know, fall off the wagon in terms of your rituals and your rules. Then get back on Monday. Monday is a disaster. You're dealing with chaos. You're out of control. Then Tuesday, you finally clear your head. By Wednesday, you're detoxing from bad foods, from too much to drink, not the right rest, the whole thing. Weekends make you weak. Weekends make us weak. So then you start it up, you get to the end of the week, you do it again. Start again on Thursday or Friday. 5 days, stop. 5 days, stop. Burn it to the ground every 5 days. And this is how men look up at the end of the year and they haven't accomplished anything. They literally look up at the end of a calendar year, 12 months, and say, man, I didn't get to that. I didn't do this. I didn't lose this weight. I didn't drink water. I didn't read any books. I didn't schedule weekly date nights with my best friend. I didn't coach my kids' soccer team. I didn't start a newsletter. I didn't build that website. I didn't contribute to the food bank or to the library. I didn't do anything. What did I do? Weekends make you weak. If you take days off, you'll never be free. The secret that nobody will ever tell you but me is no days off equals freedom. By 10 o'clock every day, 11 o'clock every day, I've got peace of mind because I've got my 2 or 3 things that I have to do to be the best father, best coach, best businessman, best husband. I got them done. So you know what kind of peace of mind that brings to me? Like most people, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to life balance and peace of mind. They think that's sitting around on a beach all day. It's not. It's getting the 2 or 3 things that you have to get done every day to be the best version of you. Constant and never ending growth. And when those things are done, you can choose to work more. Like I do some days. I work up to 5 hours some days. But most days I'm done after 3-4 hours. On a Saturday, I'm done after 3 hours. On a Sunday, I'm done after 3 hours. I have the entire lunch afternoon off on those days. And nobody's missing it. You know, Krista's in bed on a Sunday morning. Krista's in bed on a Saturday morning. So I get to accomplish my things by getting to bed at the same time every night and getting up early. Early bird, actually, badass early bird does get the worm. And I feel so great when I get those things done because then the rest of the day, I'm mentally free. I'm like, there's no pressure. I'm like, okay, I've written for an hour, so I've worked on my number one thing. I've walked for an hour, so I've moved my body. I've done my Hindu squats, my Hindu push-ups, and I've read, which means personal growth. So those are all keys to my happiness, to my peace of mind, and getting things done. So I thought I'd share that story about Andrew Carnegie. He's a guy I've studied. Love that guy. Scotsman, I believe. Tough nails, absolute nails. And Carnegie used to say, if all the producers, all the business owners, all the small business owners and all the producers and all the rainmakers took a nap for 6 days, the entire world's economy would come to a grinding halt. Politicians have no solutions ever for an economy, good or bad. They have no effect. Get out of the way. Slash taxes, get out of the way. But entrepreneurs drive the economy. Entrepreneurs like you employ 80% of the workforce in North America, 80% the small business owner, not these large corporations, you know, not big tech, not Amazon, not those huge, massive companies, not Facebook, but the small business owner like you. You're the guy or the girl that drives the economy. And if you took a nap for 6 weeks, sorry, it's Carnegie's right. There wouldn't be anything left to. We wouldn't have an economy. So keep that in mind. We don't need to be focusing on, you know, politics and who's in the White House and who's our prime minister and bureaucrats and red tape. We need to be rising above all of that and creating and building, creating and building, creating and building. How can I do it better? How can I do it more profitably? How can I make more money? How can I make more money? How can I, you know, how can I improve this? How can I help more people? That's what we need to be focused on. And like Carnegie said, we're the heroes in the story. You are the hero in the story. Nobody else. Without you, there's no T-ball team being sponsored. There's no church picnic being sponsored. You're paying taxes more than your fair share. Let me say that again, more than your fair share. You're employing people, you're hiring people, you're training people, you're supporting your community, you're writing checks to charities and fundraisers, and you're building things. So you're the hero in the story, not anybody else. And I know that you're always positioned or attacked as the villain, like you're the businessman, the small businesswoman is now the villain in the story, right? You're the villain in the story. And what I mean by that is that doesn't matter, you turn on any TV station, good morning, you turn on any TV program, the news, you turn on anything, you can't get, and if it's mainstream, it's an attack on the entrepreneur, okay? And you're being positioned as a villain in every TV show, every soap opera, anything that's for the general public has you positioned as the villain. And that's okay by me, I understand. We're the evil 1%, even though it's interesting, most of the men that I work with in coaching, these amazing small business owners, they're not rich, they're not wealthy. They've earned every penny. They're hard workers, extreme hard workers. They contribute to their communities. They're good fathers, they're good husbands, and they're producers, like Carnegie said, they're producers. And they're not sitting on yachts, and they're working. So being positioned and being framed as the villain, well, that's something we have to battle all the time. That's one of the reasons that I shoot these videos every day, is I want it to serve as a daily vaccination for you against the envious, against the mediocre, against the jealous, against the 99% of the garbage you have to deal with every day as a producer. You know, you're rich, you're greedy, you get too much for you, all this kind of stuff. You're either lucky or you're either a crook or you're lucky. That's what your employees think. You're either a crook or you're lucky. So this is that's why I wrote my book. That's why I do these daily videos. I think this is nearly 200 straight. It's just a short mind vitamin for you, a vaccination against the common thinking and the mass majority of news and anti-social media. That's why you can't participate in any of that stuff. You can't have any access to social media. You can't have that on your phone. You can't have any access. I haven't touched that poison in 3 years. This is why you can't listen to any mainstream news. It's not for you. It's for the bottom 80%. It's not for you. This is why you have to read books. This is why you have to listen to specific podcasts. This is why you can only follow 1 or 2 mentors. 1 or 2 maximum. This is why you can only have one source of news. something off the grid, something that you trust and you know, is independent thinking. But you can't do any of the things that the common man is doing. And if you do, what will you end up with? You'll end up with the common results. I turned my back years ago, 19 years ago now, on everything common in my life. Michael, how do you live this life of personal sovereignty now? You live life and do business on your own terms. 19 years ago, I turned my back on everything that was ordinary and common. If it was popular, I stopped doing it. If it was common, I stopped doing it. If it was average, I stopped doing it. If it was ordinary, I stopped doing it. If I looked around and saw everybody liked it, enjoyed it, believed in it, thought it was a good idea, investing, whatever, I stopped doing it. I quit. And I started doing the exact opposite. To have an extraordinary life, I decided that I have to turn my back on anything and everything that's ordinary. Very simple but powerful concept. To have an extraordinary life, I have to turn my back and walk away from everything and anything that's ordinary. Drinking alcohol, as an example, is ordinary. It's a big deal for 99% of people. It's a part of their life. It's a part of every social interaction. It's a part of every golf game, every family trip, every barbecue, Thanksgiving. It's part of everything. So I said to myself, drinking alcohol is the behavior of the ordinary, of the common man. So I decided that I was going to turn my back on that behavior, which I have, and I've never looked back. All I've done is gain more freedom, gain more energy, gain more peace of mind. I've won my mornings back. I'm in more control. I can't tell you that single decision to stop putting poison in my body, how much that's made me, how much money that's made me, and how much time that's saved me in the last 4 months, 5 months, whatever it's been. It's just unbelievable. So I didn't give up anything. I didn't quit anything. I gained. And I turned my back on behavior of the ordinary. And you can go down the list. You can do exercise. You can do reading. The ordinary man doesn't read anymore. The ordinary businessman never picks up a book. The ordinary businessman now watches 5 hours of television, online, real TV, Netflix. The ordinary and common man is on social media 2 hours per day. That's 14 hours per week. Don't forget, people are lying about these things too. It's more than that. The common man is moving his body, exercising, actually just standing, moving a little bit, less than 20 minutes a day. So it's no wonder we're fat and we're out of shape and we're unhealthy. And just go down the line, like, you know, meditation, journaling, goal setting. Less than, I think it's 6% of people now have written goals. And again, I don't believe that. I don't know anybody that has written goals, maybe 1%. There's my 1% again. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, 5%, 3%, and then I'm always dead ass wrong. It's 1%. 99% of people do nothing but bitch, whine, and complain. So keep that Andrew Carnegie story in mind. Give this fool his 17 cents and show him to the door. It's about you. You're the hero in the story. You're the person that makes a difference in this world. You're the person that's a hero and a role model for our children. You're a hero in your own home by being an entrepreneur, by being a builder, and being a person who makes a difference in this world. And you are the hero in the story. So keep that in mind. If you like this message and you want personal one-on-one coaching, it's the only way you can get it, is to be part of my brand new world building mastermind that's starting in September. It's 1 year, 12 months with me. It's hard coaching, it's accountability, and it's relationships with 18 other elite kings, cleaners, champions, builders. So if you're looking to level up your associations, We're the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. If you're looking to level up who you hang out with, this is a simple way of doing it. We're going to do 2 live events, one in Vegas, where I can take you guys to a hockey game or maybe an NFL game, depends what time of year. And the second live meeting, 2-day meetings, closed door. The second live meeting will be in Florida. So Florida and Las Vegas, every 6 months, 2 live meetings. You don't need any more than that because I'm in your ear every week. We have one 90-minute training every week on Zoom where I bust your balls and give you a mental kick in the ass that you all need. And I'm there for 12 months. So don't be surprised if you don't recognize your marriage, you don't recognize your bank account, your physical health, your mental health. Don't be surprised if you don't even recognize yourself in 12 months time after being in something as powerful as my brand new world building mastermind. It's not like old masterminds. I'm about helping you build your brand new world. So that's what I'm going to do. If you're interested in applying, you can do that at Badass Champion, no S, BadassChampion.com, and you can put your name in and apply. And I'll get on the phone with you later this summer and we'll see whether I'm the right coach and whether you're the right student. And if you're not, that's fine. If I'm not, that's fine. It's 50 grand American. That's chump change. If you're serious about hard coaching and accountability, even the live meetings, you're going to get that money back. It's not an expense. It's an investment for the right type of businessman. So if you're stuck or you're sick and tired of being where you are in any area of your life, nothing beats a 12-month mastermind. It's the only place where you can get personal coaching from me anymore. I don't do one-on-one calls. I don't do personal consulting anymore. I don't go and visit businesses anymore. So if you want to work with me personally, this is the only way that you can do it, but you're going to invest $50,000. There's no payment plans. There's no guarantees. If you can't write that check, then this is not for you. And everything's included in the live events. The only thing you have to do is get there and pay for your hotel. Everything is 5-star meals, 5-star drinks, pro coaches, whatever I put together. And I'm in your ear every single week by Zoom. So that's huge accountability. And the live events are so much fun. So BadassChampion.com, just raise your hand. It's not a commitment. You're just saying, Michael, I might be interested in this. I have the money. I'm serious. If it's a match, then I'm interested. If it's not, I'm not. So if you're interested, if you want to raise your hand, do that at BadassChampion.com. That's it. Remember tonight when you go home to hug your wife and hug your children and tell your members of your family how much they mean to you. Tell them that you love them. And more importantly, show them that you're there by being present. When you're at dinner, be at dinner. When you're at lunch, be at lunch. When you're relaxing at the end of the day with your best friend and secret weapon, be relaxing at the end of the day with your secret weapon. Take that phone and shut it off at the end of the day. Have dinner with your family. Be present. Be present. You know what your wife and your kids need more than anything? 2 words. 2 words. Be there. 2 words. Be. How is love spelled? How do you spell love? T-I-M-E. How do you spell love? T-I-M-E. So before the end of today, make sure you tell your wife and your kids how much they mean to you. Look them in the eye, call them on the phone, whatever it is, and tell them that you love them. I mean, we don't even know what's around the corner today. There's a last time for everything. And our blessings are right in front of us. The greatest blessings in our world are right in front of us. Make sure tonight that you tell your wife and kids how much they mean to you. That's it. 2 words that can change your life. 2 words that certainly changed mine. Be relentless.